Morning, Jerry Vital here. I want to show you something here. I have an issue with my car. When I changed the a burnt tail light out, my car, it's computerized so much that when I put I didn't put a new bulb in. I put a used bulb from a lights that I bought, the new ones, and I used the old one, but it was still good. But I want to show you what, if it'll do it again, what happens. And I'm just going to move it here. If you watch the signal light, I'll kind of change it here. And it's not going to do it. Usually what it does, there it is. It flicks to the left. I don't think it's going to do it. Now when I turn the right on, let's just wait a bit here and see if it'll do it. What happens is for some reason when you put the right signal light on, it flashes to the left. The bulb I put in, I don't know if this is true, that the computer thinks that it's the opposite signal light. There, you see it? When I did the right, it flicked to the left. Let's see if it'll do it again. So what I'm going to do, I've put a new bulb in it, brand new, but for some reason it won't do it. So a mechanic told me, they said to change the bulb, both bulbs, and let the computer memorize the two new bulbs and see if it keeps doing it. We'll try it one more time. Let's see, it won't do it. Now I'm doing the left myself. If we do the right, it hesitates, but it'll flash to the left as well. For some reason it won't do it. It does it in the morning when it's cold. I don't know why. But anyway, the experiment here is I'm going to put two brand new bulbs in the tail lights. No, it's not doing it. But you'll see right here, the light, it'll flash over to the left while it's on the right signal. It doesn't do it to the left, only when I turn right. See, it's not doing it now. I'm doing this myself now. Go to the right. There, see it flash? Now the right signal light is brand new. There, see it? It hesitates. On the left it doesn't. But anyway, we're going to do an experiment here. Change both light bulbs. I'm going to turn the car off. I'll just turn the key on, I won't start it. I think it has to be... You can see the right signal hesitate. Left doesn't. Yeah, see it? It does hesitate, but it will flash to the left. I'll start it. I'll try it again. Yeah, it does. But it will flash from right to left a couple times. And what I'm worried about is at nighttime, if cop sees that, he's going to think some crazy person doesn't know which way he's going. So, and it's not doing it now. So anyway, I'm going to shut this off, and we'll continue this. I got to bring the car in and and I'll redo this, and I'll give you an explanation later. Okay, bye-bye. Morning, everyone. Jerry again. I want to show you this 2009. This is my Dodge Caliber. Not usually it just looks the same as any other Caliber, but it's very different. I did research on the Calibers and how they changed from the Daimler Chrysler to the Fiat Chrysler and all the trouble they had. This replaced the Cruiser and Neon, I think. But this car, I bought it as a lease. It was after a lease. It had 85,000 kilometers, about 52,000 miles, give or take, but just over the warranty. It had, it came with all the chrome and etc., etc. What I'm getting at here is, I want to just show you stuff first, and then I'll explain to you how this car is different from any other Caliber. It's got the 2-liter, called the World engine. I've had no problems for 4 years I've owned it. It's got 143,000 kilometers on it. But what this car has, it's loaded except for the backup camera, which it doesn't have. But I want to show you inside. It's got the side impact airbags, both sides, 2 front airbags. But what's unusual, and I went to Chrysler dealership, and I had an issue with my taillights, water going inside the taillights. And I think it's a big issue with, we have a Toyota has the same problem with the front, condensation. These lights, believe it or not, plastic, at the dealership, plastic, believe it or not, $485 for these, each. Unbelievable. There's no way I'm paying that. So I went to Amazon, looked around, and this is about 2 years ago. These things were full of water, up to about here. There's water in them. Condensation gets in them. Anyway, I went to Amazon, found them in the States, with the conversion and everything shipped to me in my hand. Canadian money was $88 a piece. That's tax, everything. Now, that was a year and a half ago. What the unusual thing here is, and I don't see any information, this has, believe it or not, I want to show you this here, it has an airbag, knee airbag underneath here, where they said that Chrysler said, oh no, it doesn't come with one. And I showed the guy, and it says right here, airbag for your knee. See right there? And he says, oh, isn't that unusual? I said, yeah, especially when they say it doesn't have one. And none of them came with one. See right there? That whole thing is an airbag thing, which is nice to have, for your knees and whatever, for impact. I read the impact on this car, and believe it or not, it actually was quite high for impact and all this. I love this car. The nice thing about it, it's cheap plastic, of course, but the nice thing about it is these seats, the 60s on this side, this seat right here, you pull it back, you fold it down, it goes right underneath the dash. This flattens right down, that flattens right down. I drove this 3,000 miles from Vancouver to Ottawa. I actually slept in it with a bed made for this. I had it, and actually it was quite comfortable, believe it or not. I've never had any issues. The only thing I had was the rear bushings and they go hard. So they were replaced, and the serpentine belt, and that's it. You know, it's got all the lights. Everything came with this car. I was quite impressed with it. So what I'm making this video about is believe it or not, this tail light burnt out. So I've got two other tail lights from the original car. So I thought, okay, I'll take the bulb out of one of them, put it in here, and Bob's your uncle. Away you go. Well, as I tried to show you, what is happening is when you turn your right signal light on, the left signal flashes. It'll flip back and forth. And I thought, well, that's kind of unusual. It's a factory tail light. But what happened was I just grabbed the bulb and didn't realize I didn't grab the left tail light bulb. I grabbed the right one. Now this is unbelievable. This is what I was told, that the computer and this car runs on the computer. I mean everything. The lights, wipers, I mean everything. Nothing runs in this car on its own. The computer controls everything. The signal light. If you leave this open, it tells you that this is open a bit. It even tells me my left rear taillight is burnt out. That's what it says, taillight. If this door is open, lift tells me. It tells you everything, which is nice. But what gets me is when I put the bulb in here, it thinks that this tail light from the other one, right one, that the left light is the right tail light. So when you put the right tail light on, it flips from side to side a couple of times, and then eventually it'll signal. And I've been screwing around, believe it or not, with light bulbs. So somebody said, okay, take the negative off, leave it off for half hour, let it reprogram, put it back on, which I did. It worked for about a day, and then I started doing it again. So a mechanic told me, he says, okay, go and buy 2 brand new light bulbs, and make sure you don't, when you change, this is really weird, you got to take the key out, just for the tail lights, change the light bulbs, and then put the key back in, turn the key on and start it, and hopefully it'll recognize 2 brand new tail lights, and it'll designate, when you turn the right on, it'll designate that's the right, the left, that would designate the left. Now this is the whole plan. I haven't done this yet, so I'm going to do that, and I like this car. I would, it's got everything I need. It's got lots of room. It's got this here. I had to buy this. When I bought it, this was missing, but I paid $25 for this. Works good. It's an excellent little car. It's plastic. I mean, this used to be gray. They changed it to black, but it's got everything. I like the car. It drives nice. Of course, it's a cheap car. But they're worth, at that time, this thing was worth about 25 grand. So that really wasn't cheap, because it has 4-wheel discs on it. It came with, you had to order this. This here is, usually they're painted. This is chrome. This all came with it. And this, of course, is, you had to order this stuff. The mirrors are excellent. I got a Toyota, and these all turn gray, like this. So really, it's got the little lights at the bottom. The engine's great. I've had no problem. It doesn't burn oil, doesn't leak oil. The tranny's good. It's got one of them CTV, I think it's Jayco tranny made by Nissan. Never had a problem with it, you know, and you know, it's showing its age, but not that bad. Of course, somebody run into me, you know, but anyway, that's no big deal. Anyway, I'm going to change all this. I'm not going to bore you with this, and then we'll come back and I'll test it and try and test it together and see what happens. It'd be interesting. If it doesn't, then I'm kind of, you know, lost. You know. Oh, I wanted to tell you something else. I was searching the internet and found that Chrysler in Canada and the United States put a 10-year extended warranty. If anybody has these vehicles, if you live in a place where they use salt, the back, the axle at the back and the front are bolted on separately, like they're a unit that goes underneath this unitized body. Where they use salt, they rust, and I mean apparently they rust out and they fall out. I found out that Chrysler has an extended warranty, 10-year, free. If they're rusted out, they'll change them for free. So I had this brought down to the Chrysler, got a number, I phoned Chrysler Canada. They were very nice. They even made the appointment for me. I was very impressed with their, you know, not trying to tell me, oh no, it's not. Went down to Chrysler, they inspected it, and I have one more inspection free next year, and that the 10 years up for it. So, but the guy said, because I live in BC, you know, here there's no salt. The car was bought here, so he said you won't have to worry about it. But there are in some states and back east in Canada huge rust problems. Like this car would be rusted all to pieces. As you can see, it's in excellent condition. But anyway, anybody who has these, this is a 10-year warranty extended, and it's free. So you may have to get in touch with your Chrysler, Dodge, wherever, and because it's a big expense. I saw a guy in line, like big money, and he's a 2007, the first. I don't think his was under warranty, whatever. They wouldn't change it, but in Canada they will. They said they would, and I went through the American stuff, and they said they would too in a lot of them. But it's a big expense. Look into it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to change these, and then we'll get back and I'll let you know if this works. Okay. Anyway, please give a thumbs up, and I'm going to put, when I test this, I'll put it in the description down below how I made out with it, because it's hard to film while in BC, big tickets for driving with a camera and all this. So I'll put the description down below when I do everything and let you know how it made out with it. Okay? Okay, thanks very much. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, Jerry Vital back. I wasn't going to film this, but I thought I would. Just want to show you the lights here. What I thought maybe was the left bulb and the right bulb. I'm just going to show you this. These bulbs are the same, you know, they look identical. As you can see, there's no left, no right. It doesn't say. Identical bulbs. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've got a body cam harness, as you can see right here. I'm going to put it on and we'll go through this together. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, anyway, these little pins, you got to pop these pins out. Little pin out, and you just got to kind of hit this. Oh, that's right. Gotta take these out too. Thought about that. Okay. don't like to use a screwdriver on that, but anyway, here's the bulb right here we're changing. Pop it out. Now this is same bulb. This is brand new. Let's have a look here. Yeah, identical. Put her back in. Click her back in. That's all there is to it. Oops. Gotta make sure that clean this out here. Dirty. That's the problem with these, they get dirty. You can see the little things here have to be popped in. That's all there is to it. We'll put her back together. Oops. These in. Not very difficult to do. They just shove in. I just give them a little tap. Over to the next one. You need a wide screwdriver for these. It can be a little tricky. I take the pins right out. And then take this out. They have little slots right here, you can see. Whoops. They're in here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is right here. Anyway. Just gotta play with it and it'll come out. Needle nose actually works better because you can get underneath here, but this will work. Birds get a little excited when they work here. As you can see, okay, let's have a look here. There's always one that, oops, just don't want to break them. I don't know why it's always one. You know, I may have to get the needle nose. Just bear with me a second. Here we go. I'll show you. I had to do this the last time. Needle nose. Hopefully that'll do it. There we go. Should have did that in the first place. Move this over here a bit. Just gotta tap. Okay. Pull the bulb out. Okay, that's interesting. That bulb looks different. Look at that. It is. Different number. Now this bulb came with that when I ordered that. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Maybe the socket looks different too. Alright. You may have, maybe manufacturers are different. It could be what's going on. Yeah. Well, we'll soon find out. Okay. Got to remember these little tabs have to go in there. Usually they're easier to put in than take out. Little tabs go here. This one goes here. And these go in like this. Let's see. They look the same. That's probably why they're so hard to put in. The other one's just slid in. Anyway, we're going to try this and we'll see. Okay, we've got to close this down. Close the door. We don't want the computer freaking out, so we close the door. Let's just have a look. I don't know if you can see with the camera. Oops, close the door. Okay. I'm going to sit up higher so we can see. I don't know if you can see. Well, it used to hesitate on the right, but time will tell. I don't know if you can see that. I'll sit up a little higher here. But that's interesting. The bulbs were different numbers. Huh. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So manufacturer, they're the same bulbs, but different manufacturer. Very interesting. Let's have a look. Yeah, see? Okay. Same bulb. The number's even the same, but I bet you it's a different manufacturer. You wouldn't think it would make any difference, but with this car, because of the computer, yeah, as you can see, turn that around. So see, that says P27. That's P27 /7W 7 watt 7 watt. I mean, there's no. They look the same, but I bet you it's different manufacturer. And that could be the computer because we're two different bulbs. Anyway, who knows? Anyway, guys, I'll try this for a while, and before I load this, I'm going to drive it a while and see if everything holds up, and then I'll put in the comments down below what's happening. So it's what is it? It's only 11:30, so I'll load this tonight. So give me a little time to drive around and do this. So it'd be interesting if that. But that tells you the computer controls everything, and you trick it, it doesn't like it. It's just incredible. So remember, another thing, when you change the electronic stuff in your car, like say the engine, any sensors, leave the key in. Don't take the key out. If you take the key out, you put a new piece in. If it's aftermarket, the computer will look at it and say, "Oh, I don't recognize that. I'm not going to work." If you leave the key in, it still recognizes the original factory part. You kind of fool the computer thinking that that's in there. I tried that already once with another car and it worked. So anyway, when I load this, I'll put in the comments down below how it's working out. And anyway, I hope this helps you. Anybody who owns the Dodges, I don't know if you had any problems with your calibers, but say out of a 10, I give this car, believe it or not, I give it an 8. overall. It does have its faults, but boy, I've had excellent luck with it. These are the same tires for 4 years. Now I do have snow tires. I rotate my tires, change the oil all the time, do the maintenance. But I really like the car. And anyway, I hope all you calibers enjoy this video. And anyway, give her a thumbs up, and see you next video. Bye bye. Hi there, Jerry Vital here again about the car here. So I've been driving it for a little while, and unfortunately signal light, turn it on the right, it flashes to the left. So I'm not sure where to go from here. I'm going to put my video on, and you'll see this here as well. And if anybody knows or heard of anything like this, please put it in the comments and below. We'll try and figure this out. If I hear anything else, I'll put it in another video. But it's kind of I'm going to phone tomorrow. I'm going to go see Chrysler, the dealership, and see what they say about it. But it's not a big deal. But it will be if a cop stops me. But you know, who knows what I can tell them. Anyway, I just thought I'd just let you know. I thought it would fix it, but too bad it didn't. Anyway, give her a thumbs up. I'm going to put the whole video on and everything, and just to let you guys know the other stuff of the car. And anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.